Thank you. Soldiers. Soldiers. What's going on, soldiers? Welcome to Guns Club. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most used and famous machine guns in the world. This has served in many wars, notably Afghanistan and Iraq. And in all of them, it has proven to be one of the most effective and powerful light machine guns today. So because you asked for it, welcome to everything you need to know about the FN Minimi. The FN Minimi is a light machine gun from Belgium developed at FN Herstal by Ernest Berbier, creator of the FN Mitrailleuse d'Appui Général and co-creator of the powerful FN Fusil Automatique Léger. The FN Minimi was introduced in the 70s and entered service in various armed forces around the world, as well as to be manufactured under license in Australia by Thales, Australia, in Italy by Beretta, in Japan, Sumimoto Heavy Industries, and in Sweden by Bofors Gustaf Minimi. Is an air-cooled machine gun that uses a gas-operated reloading system and short-stroke piston. The barrel is locked with a rotating bolt. When firing, the piston is driven back by the firing gases that are guided through an opening located near the muzzle of the barrel. The FN Mini fires with the bolt open, which eliminates the danger of accidental discharges due to overheating of the barrel after continuous bursts, while the bolt and bolt carrier introduce air into the barrel chamber after each shot, ventilating them and delaying the heating. The gases exit the gas cylinder upwards, thus avoiding the lifting of dust and dirt that would reveal the machine gunner's position. The FN Mini has an adjustable gas valve with two positions, normal and adverse. The adverse position increases the rate of fire and is only used in severe weather conditions or when the machine gun's gas tube is too dirty. The casings are ejected through a port located on the lower right side of the mechanism box, which is protected from dust with a cover. The weapon is fed from the left side using M27 disintegrating link belts, a miniaturized version of the M13 belt for 7.62x51 North Atlantic Treaty Organization cartridges. And these can be carried loose or transported in a polymer box, a box that can be attached to the mechanism drawer, or also from standardization agreement magazines used in other North Atlantic Treaty Organization assault rifles such as the M16 or the HK416. Feeding to magazines is used only in emergency situations when the belts have run out, a scenario that, believe it or not, is very common in the wars where this monster has served. The belt is introduced in a feeding tray while the magazines are inserted in a port with a 45-degree angle located under the opening of the feeding tray, so the Mini can be fed by belts and by magazines depending on the need. Really innovative feature in the years when this monster went on sale. The barrels used by the Minimi have greater heat resistance to be able to open continuous fire. They have the rifled and chromed bore, which have 6 right-hand twist grooves. Remember that right-hand twist means in the direction of the clock hands, and left-hand twist would be the exact opposite. A well-trained soldier will be able to change the barrel and load the weapon to open fire in just 6 or 7 seconds, a feature it inherited from the FN Mitrailleuse d'Appui Général and in turn from the German MG42 machine gun. This weighs 6.8 kilograms unloaded and loaded 10 kilograms. The length of this is 1000 millimeters and the barrel length is 460 millimeters. The rate of fire of this is between 800 and 1150 shots per minute, and it has an effective range of 1000 meters. This uses disintegrable belts of between 100 and 200 cartridges or standardization agreement magazines, as we had already mentioned before. The FN Minimi comes in various configurations, like the standard version of this, which is used as a support weapon for the infantry. Available in the 5.5, 6x45, and 7.62x51 North Atlantic Treaty Organization cartridges. There is also the paratrooper version, which, as its name indicates, is designed for paratroopers, only available in intermediate caliber. And finally, there is the version for vehicles used as a secondary weapon in light armored vehicles or as a machine gun in some tanks. Most of these come in 7.62 caliber, but you can also find versions in intermediate caliber. There is also a light variant of the para called Minimi SPW, which does not have a port to feed by magazines, as it was removed to make it lighter. There are also American variants. The United States acquired the licenses to modify and manufacture the Minimi in mill in 1982. They modernized the Minimi to turn it into the M249, better known as the M249 SAO, which uses the intermediate caliber of North Atlantic Treaty Organization. And in fact, this was the machine gun used by the United States in the Gulf War, in the Iraq War, and in the Afghanistan War. And there are also other special variants specifically designed for the use of the American Special Forces, such as the MK-46 Mod 0, which is an even lighter variant of the SPW. And there is also the MK-48 Mod 0, which is a machine gun similar to the M249, only in 7.62x51J cartridge. This weapon is used in many countries, but as always, I'm going to tell you the most important ones for us Latin Americans. It is used in Argentina, specifically by the Argentine Navy, which uses the M249 SAO in all its combat units and divisions. This is also used in Chile along with the Ring of Metal MG3. It is also used in Honduras by the Honduran Armed Forces. It is also used in the Dominican Republic, employed by the Armed Forces of the Dominican Republic. And of course, it is also used in Mexico by the Army and the Navy. And it is also used by the Army of Peru. It is also used in El Salvador by the Army's Special Forces. And finally, it is used in Venezuela that they employ the FN Mitrailleuse d'appui General Machine Gun and also the FN Miniature Mitrailleuse.